Third down and short. Looks like 3rd and 2. Just want to apologize for the audio issues. Having some technical difficulties. Hopefully you hear us well. Just, let us know in the chat how you hear me. There's almost a free play right there for New Dorp. It's going to be a false start. It's going to back them up. Probably going to be about 3rd down and 7 now. New Dorp in this first half has come out on fire offensively and then got a big pick down in the red zone on their previous defensive possession, which is why they have the ball now. Drops back to pass, pump fakes, goes deep, and Cam Johnson almost comes down with it. Just went over the top of the defender but couldn't quite snag it. Cam Johnson already with what was probably a 60, 70-yard touchdown already for this game. Punt team comes on for New Dorp, and this is the Utes' first defensive stop of the game. Says Mansky back to return. And now it takes some New Dorp bounces. And it's going to be down at the 25-yard line. So the last drive, the Utes had a huge play, about a 40-yard completion to Szymanski, the middle of the field, and then turned the ball over in the red zone. They're looking to continue the successful plays and get into the red zone and kind of cut into this lead that New Dorp has here in this first half. Timeout. Just take time to talk about running back number 1 for the Utes, Ishmael Alcindor. And he's got a couple carries early on in this game and kind of shows his toughness, explosiveness inside. He can be considered one of the more underrated backs in the PSAL 4A. Against Madison, he went for 222 yards on 20 carries and 3 touchdowns. So he's going to look to replicate that type of performance here. Flag on New Dorp coaches. I'm wondering if it's delay a game because coaches are on the field. Not sure, but I haven't seen them move the ball, so it's weird. Never really seen them throw a flag and not reposition the ball. So 1st and 10 on the 25 of the Utes. Shotgun snap, inside handoff. Alcindor breaks it outside, cuts back, and only gets a couple yards right there. I'll say one thing: the sideline to sideline defense of New Dorp is from their linebackers is showing itself off right quick. As far as running the ball, New Dorp has not been able to really establish the run, I'm sure, the way they'd like. And their reputation as a team that runs the ball, I'm sure they'd like to definitely establish that. Drop back the pass. All, through the hands of senior wide receiver Wayne Hung. Again, sorry if I butcher names. I apologize. We'll just go with Wayne. It was a good look, good anticipation on the route from Carmelo. Drops back, pump fakes, goes deep. He has a man wide open, and it's Kuzmansky again. The receiver already with two big catches right there. Pump fake by Carmelo really stopped the defender in his tracks, and it allows Kuzmansky to get about a good 7 to 8 yards of separation right there. That pump fake is going to have even more of an effect if New Utrecht starts running the ball more effectively. First down at about the 43-yard line. Outside. Good pass right there, and that's Max Kuzmansky again. Good pass on a boundary right there, only where his receiver could get it. Drops back, and he takes off. Gives it a stiff arm, but doesn't get too far, maybe a couple yards. It's going to be third down and long. Drops back. And inside hand of great tackle right there for a loss. This is number 32, Nicholas Tumanello. Here's a flag on the play. Possibly an unsportsmanlike conduct, just not sure on who. Keep hearing coaches on both sidelines yelling, walk away. So something went down. That was a great tackle in the backfield. As this, it's going to look, it looks like it's going against New Dorp as I see them walking in the wrong direction. And this looks like it's going to put the Utes at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct. Quarterback sneak, and he gets about 7 or 8 yards right. It's going to be 2nd and short. And that goes back to what I was speaking on of the North and South. Look how much positive yardage they gained just running through the teeth of the defense as opposed to outside of it. Can't tell if – oh, yep, they got the first down. It's going to be – oh, looks like it's going to be a false start. Oh, no, I think that's the 4-minute warning. Ball inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Inside handoff. And what does Mark Jackson say? Mama, there goes that man. Carrie Peterson again. And it's not as like you could kind of run away from his side because he plays middle linebacker and he has great sideline-to-sideline speed and just good anticipation. So if you're not going to be able to do that, you're going to have to just try to run through him at this point. Backs up inside, too much on it. Intended for Szymanski. Dorp needing badly to get into the end zone here. Granted, it's still a close game, but there's something to say about the mental aspect of it, of getting shut out in the first half at home. You never want that to happen. So they're trying to put an end to that right now on this play. As Carmelo drops back the pass, throws a fade, and that should be a flag, but it looks like they're going to say incidental contact as the receiver falls down. And an intended pass for Wayne. The back-to-back passes I'm not too mad at, but I would not have minded if we saw another little shotgun QB draw up the gut. Just to, get them closer to that goal line. Carmelo coming back to the huddle with the play. 4 receivers set. Drops back the pass. And he runs up the gut. And he has daylight. Touchdown, Utes. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to call myself Tony Romo or anything like that, but that was a shotgun QB draw. Just saying. It might not have started like that, but it's definitely how it ended. As the Utes get on the board for the first time in this game. And contrary to what I've been saying is teams don't kick that much, the Utes are lining up for an extra point try here. And it's a fake, and it goes nowhere. Well, not a fake, but a mishandled snap. 14-6 Dorp. Granted, Dorp scored first, but with the familiarity these teams have with each other, playing 8 straight times in the last 8 years, this was always going to be, a fight. This was never going to be easy pickings on either side. Both teams are relatively evenly matched, and neither team came in here expecting to walk over the other. Abdur Ashad to kick. Oh, no, I'm sorry. My apologies. That's Jonathan Garcia to kick off. And he's going to kick it out of bounds. That's going to be a flag. I know in the NFL it comes out to the 40. Can't remember where it comes out to. High school football, so we're going to find out right now where New Dorp will start their drive. And they're going to start at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, New Dorp from the New Dorp 35. So we haven't seen Anjay make his presence felt in the backfield just yet. That's something to look out for, as well as number 55, Ali, defensive end. And just like that, both Ali and Anjay are in on the sack. 2nd and long. It looks like it's about 2nd and 12. Peterson in the backfield with Rose. Peterson goes in motion. Looks left, throws right. And that's to complete to Cam Johnson. I definitely said looks left, throws right. So that's from my angle. But he definitely looked right through left. We love parent shout-outs in the chat. That's so dope. Even when I'm playing and my mother sends a text message, I appreciate it. So I know he'll appreciate it when he watches this back. Another completed pass here. That's the number 7, William Radis. And it's 3rd down. Oh, nope. They're going to give him the first. New set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. A little slow to get guys on the field for the Utes. Peterson fake the handoff, and now Rose in the open field, throws a bomb, and it's completed. And he's still on his feet. And he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. What a play from quarterback John Rose to evade the rush, set his feet, and throw an absolute strike to Carlos Lopez, who kind of strong-armed that catch. He had to wait for a little bit, but he made sure he wanted that ball more than the defender. And if you're New Utrecht, one of the things you have to prevent on defense are those big plays. If contain, don't allow him to set his feet and make that long throw. That's going to be a false start. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 6-yard line. Looks like timeout. Now, New Dorp has a chance here to really kind of put this half away with the touchdown here. However, a goal line stand by New Utrecht completely changes the entire momentum of this game, if they're able to do that. And I'm going to assume we're in 4-down territory with the legs of Peterson and Rose in the backfield. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of play action kind of quick slant throw to the big Cam Johnson in the end zone. Mm. 8-yard line. So it's first and goal from the 8-yard line. Yeah. Rose in the backfield. That's Carlos Lopez at running back. Option, and Lopez has nobody in front of him and waltzes into the end zone. Little read option action from Dorp. I actually like the read option inside the 10-yard line because with the athletes they have, it becomes extremely hard to defend within the confines of the end zone. Oh, they must. Oh, so it looks like they gave them the touchdown when I thought they were down at the 1, and that was the 2-point conversion because now they're out to kick off. So my apologies. So it is 22, I believe. Yes, 22-6. I mean, me personally, I was right on top of the play. He was definitely down at the 1, but I'm sure Dorp will take it. Kickoff, line drive kick right into Szymanski's hands. He was even shocked he caught it. And that's going to be first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Drops back to pass. Szymanski gets out of bounds. And there's going to be a lot of these sideline throws as they try to move the ball down the field without the clock on their side. Forgive me, I cannot see the time on the clock. So beautiful field here, but trees are kind of blocking my line of sight to the scoreboard, so I can't see. I just know that time is not on New Utrecht's side. All right, takes a snap, drops back. And another out. Gets out of bounds. That one to number 4, the junior, Amir Maripov. Would be a nice time to see a little double move right here with a pump fake. As you know, their corners are susceptible. And there it is. In the hands of Szymanski with the big play. Double move and a pump fake with the catch outside the numbers. As Szymanski is having a huge first half. I believe that's a timeout, New Utrecht. Refs are talking it over. I don't know. One ref putting his hands up like he doesn't know what's going on. So if he doesn't know what's going on, I definitely don't know what's going on. I see a flag on the field. I'm wondering if they call the timeout without having any timeouts. Or did they get a flag for coaches being on the field? So, talking to my producer, Zoe, who we have to get on the line to get this communication system with the refs? Carmelo takes a snap, and he goes nowhere. Looks like a broken play from the start. I I don't think that's half. I think that was a timeout. So the one previously was a flag. This one was a timeout. Yeah. So I'm trying to gather where exactly the ball is down. I can't tell just yet, but they're definitely inside the 10-yard line. It's possibly the 9 or the 8. And it's going to be second down. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half as the Utes try to close this gap on the scoreboard. So I've noticed that Carmelo loves throwing it to the right side of the field. He's very comfortable. Uh, wouldn't mind seeing something to the left side, but also his two best receivers are on the right side, so that makes sense. Drops back to pass. Looks across the middle. Let him just a little too much right there. Right idea, but just a little too much on the ball. That's what you call throwing your receiver open, but a little too open right there. I wouldn't be mad if they came back to that play because the middle of the field's been wide open. And I'm sure Dorp is going to try to key in on Szymanski on the outside, down inside the 10. Third down. If you know you're going to go for it on fourth down, there's nothing wrong with running the ball right up the gut here. Drops back to pass. Big time hit right there. And it looks like they're going to have to go hurry up. Oh, nope. That's going to be timeout, Utes, and it's fourth down. It'll be fourth and short. It wasn't drawn up like that, but he ended up, running it up the middle, even though he started on the outside. And the key there was gaining positive yardage, and that's what he did. Your best receiver this half has been Max Szymanski, the junior. Find a way to get the ball into your best receiver's hands right now. Even if they ran some sort of trip set with him in the slot and kind of, ran one of those routes where he faked outside, came back inside, I think with a pump, with Carmelo's pump fake, he can get the linebackers to freeze, and he could come inside right over those linebackers for an easy score. Just a suggestion. And here comes Carmelo. I love the stroll to the huddle. It's like, I got this. I'm cool, calm. We're going to score. Don't worry about this. Dorp sideline going crazy as he takes a snap, drops back across the middle, and it's picked off. Another red zone interception. Well, the other one wasn't a red zone interception, but another interception for the Dorp defense. And that one looked like, I can't tell who picked it off, but whoever it was ran the route for the receiver. That kind of looked like Carmelo had a set spot he was going to throw to, regardless of what was happening, and he just threw it there. If you're Dorp, do you take a shot with big Cam Johnson on the outside at trying to put this game away in the first half, or do you just run it up the gut and try to run out the clock to the second half? Do remember that Utrecht gets the ball to start the second half. Under center takes a snap, and he hands off. Hand off to Peterson for a few yards. It's going to be second down and 7. Second down and 8. From about the 24-yard line. And that's going to be the first half here from New Utrecht. Once again, our Sage Media Game of the Week, and this is the voice of Sage Media, Greg Polius, with New Dorp up 22-6 over the home Utes of New Utrecht. We're going to see you in the second half. And welcome back to the Sage Media Solutions Game of the Week between the New Dorp Central Cougars and the New Utrecht Utes. This is the voice of Sage Media. Greg Poley is here, back with second half action. After an entertaining first half, New Dorp is up 22-6 with the Utes getting the ball first in the second half. What we saw in the first half was a high-powered New Dorp offense with big plays from their receiver, Cam Johnson, and some end-over-end kick. Oh, there's going to be a penalty. And some extremely good tackling and kind of squashing the running game of these Utes of New Utrecht. Towards the end of the first half, New Utrecht had success moving the ball, but couldn't quite punch it in the end zone and ended up with a couple turnovers inside the 10-yard line. In order to come back in this game, the first thing they're going to have to do is not turn the ball over. The second thing they're going to have to do, with obvious nature, is put the ball in the end zone. And we're going to re-kick. And that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Utes as their offense comes back out. Carmelo calls the play. In the backfield with Alcindor. Inside handoff. Cuts it back outside. Has a running lane. A big run from Alcindor. And that's what the Utes have been looking for all game from him. Seeing a hole and attacking it. And the Utes running a hurry up as Carmelo's back in the shotgun. Back inside. Good run. It's going to be 2nd and looks like maybe 4 at the 29-yard line. Oh, even better, 2nd and 1 at the 29. So 2 solid runs to start the second half from Ishmael Alcindor. For my basketball fans out there, I wonder if that's any relation to Lou Alcindor, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And fakes the handoff. It goes out right, cuts it back. He gets hit hard, but emphatically points to the first down as New Utrecht has come out running the ball with authority with this hurry-up offense. Takes a snap, drops back the pass, looks outside, and couldn't quite complete the catch. Trying to see who the pass was intended for. And that was a pass intended for Max Szymanski, who had the big first half. Takes a snap, inside handoff, breaks outside, he's still on his feet, carrying defenders, and he looks like he's going to be down at about the 2-yard line. Great running after contact right there. It's going to be 1st and goal. Good job. And Alcindor's come out with a vengeance here in the second half. Looks like there's some whistles going on. The referee slow walks, trying to get the chain gang figured out. I know it wasn't first down. The chains just fell. So it's 3rd and 1. And another whistle. This is starting to look like the Thursday night game between the Monday night game between the Jets and Bills. Not sure what's going on here. But it's super important on this drive here, this first drive here in the second half, for New Utrecht to get into the end zone and then to get a defensive stop. There's going to be no play as another whistle blows the ball dead. Okay, they're going to reap. Oh, no, they were just blowing extra whistles because I guess they didn't want the scrum to continue, but now it's 1st and goal. And that cool, calm, casual stroll to the huddle that we've come to know Carmelo Murat to have. You know, kind of a power set right here. Since Matt's the only receiver. And the New Dorp defense flying around and keeps the Utes out of the end zone. Wait, he's in? So one ref signaled touchdown and one ref didn't. Trying to figure out right now. Just give us a second. Just trying to see what's going on. Because they haven't repositioned the ball for the extra point. Interesting formation here. Are they going to call an illegal formation? Oh, they're going to call offsides on New Dorp. Encroachment. Okay, it looks like they're back to the funny formation. Looks like the annexation of Puerto Rico for those my little Giants fans out there. A little Patrick Mahomes action. And that's going to be an incomplete pass, a little jump hook pass. I mean, I personally thought their offense was running fine without that. I don't even think they need that. And I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if that was a 2-point try. I wish there was a way to figure it out. Well, it looks like it was a touchdown because now they're going to – okay, so it was a touchdown because now they're going to kick off. We need these PSAL refs to get on the same page. So it's 22-12 now. And our vantage point also doesn't help. It's not the greatest from that side of the field, so it was tough to see, if they even got in. So that looks like that touchdown is going to be credited to Ishmael Alcindor. My apologies, Ishmael. I couldn't give you the call you deserved for that touchdown. Utes, after their scoring drive to kick it away. Another line drive kick. This one's has smart move by Lopez to let it go out of bounds. And that's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. New Dorp offense comes out looking to answer back. Up the middle. That's a great first down run. It's a new running back in there trying to see his number from here. Looks like number 19, Jaden Simmons. And they give it right back to him. And he has a full head of steam, and he's not going to be caught. Oh, well, yes, he is. Great run by Simmons, getting down to the 15, will look like the 14-yard line. Full head of steam. Saw a hole and just broke through. New Dorp back in the hurry up. Drops back to pass. First down run. Run the ball with authority in the second half. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Carmelo takes a snap, rolls right. Stutter steps, can't get out, and may have lost a yard even. I know these linemen on both sides are probably gassed with both these teams running this hurry-up offense. And they're going to, good hard count right there, taking a page out of Aaron Rodgers' book. Forget what Robert Saleh says. As Carmelo Murat gets the Cougars to jump off sides. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Trying to see where the ball is. On the 34-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 34. Looks to handoff, turns, throws, completes it to Szymanski, cuts back. Good cutback. Looks like they're going to move the chains again. And this is what you have to do right here. Just keep the chains moving. Inside handoff, cuts back outside, spins, and gang tackled in the backfield. And he's going to lose a couple yards. Going to be 2nd and 12. Second and 12 on the 41-yard line. Drops back to pass, looks deep. Oh, and just outside the reach of number 14, Isaiah Flores. Who had recently just checked back into the game. So we got 3rd and long. That double move on the outside by Max has been super effective. Let's see if that's something that the Utes offense goes back to. Takes a snap, drops back, looks out. Out of bounds. Intended for Wayne coming across the field. It's going to be 4th down. Are they staying? Is the offense staying? It looks like the offense is staying out there for 4th and long as they're trying to come back in this game at all costs. Looks like it's like 4th and 12 still. Almost gets them to jump. Oh, and it's a punt. That's interesting. I mean, they flipped the field, but, I mean, why not just come out in punt formation? Maybe they didn't want to return, but That was the Carmelo Murat with the punt, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars on, what is that, the 35? Yep, on the 35-yard line. Inside run. A lot of action going on there, trying to see who made that run. That's number 24 with his first carry of the game, Lorenzo Ruiz. Inside handoff, and he goes nowhere. Good job getting in the backfield by the Utes. Rose takes the snap, drops back, throws across the middle of the field. Good catch right there in traffic. I thought that play was headed for doom with all the black jerseys in there. But that looked like number 4, Anthony Fernandez, going after it and getting great yards after the catch. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Wait, are they backing him up? Hold on. I see the chains moving back, trying to figure out what happened. Was there a maybe excessive celebration? I don't know after the play, but they moved them back to, looks like the 50-yard line, and not sure why. So it's 1st and 10 from the 50. Rose takes a snap, hands off. Oh, good cutback right there. And John Rose showing off the wheels. I said hands off because he looked like a running back carrying the ball, but he faked the handoff. So now that's going to be 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. That's going to be a timeout. So New Dorp had no problem getting down here on their first possession of the second half, but they did stall out due to penalties. Unsportsmanlike, 12 men on the field. So they're going to look to try to negate those penalties and get back in the end zone, because without those penalties, they would have scored again. While the Utes are not going to try to depend on those penalties to keep them out, they're going to try to play some stout red zone defense right here. Oh, and check out the replay right. Oh, my apologies. I heard my producer wrong. So I always want you to know that this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. You can find us on all social media platforms. Any inquiries, please feel free to reach out. And don't forget the Monday podcast, the New York Football Talk with Sage Media, and Move the Chains and Coach Mac. And UZZ Sports. Mondays at 7:15. Oh, man, that's conflicting times with my podcast. I might have to talk to Dre about this. we going to... All right, we are now in the fourth quarter as we have flipped fields. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Hands it off. Oh, faked me out, and he runs up the middle for the easy score. I'll tell you what, that was a Peyton Manning sell job on the handoff right there. And he has Lorenzo Ruiz to thank because he had everybody fooled, including myself, and to take that in for the score. Touchdown, John Rose. Continuing his scoring ways. So right now, 28-12, and they're going to go for 2. Rose in the backfield with Ruiz. They're going to get encroachment on the defense. That was Carlos Lopez in motion. I wouldn't be surprised they try to run that same play again. Oh, and Carrie Peterson checks in for the first time in the backfield in this half. Lopez in motion. Stops. Oh. Try a little misdirection. His whistle blew the play dead. Not sure what the whistle was for. Did they get, and they're going to get New Utrecht again for encroachment. Nope, they're going to retry now. I guess that play is dead now, and as Rose goes under center and tries to sneak it in, and he gets in, 30-12, and it is getting late, early here in the fourth quarter for the Utes. So New Dorp has now put the pressure on. Granted that New Utrecht has been running the ball well in this second half, very well actually, I might add. But being down multiple scores, you're going to have to drop back to throw. And I'm interested to see, I haven't seen too many blitzes from either side, so I'm interested with obvious passing situation here in the fourth quarter. Will New Dorp have their defense pin their ears back and just go? Oh, it hit a defender who... Did New Dorp get the inadvertent onside kick, or was that on purpose? Trying to see who got the ball. Looks like he's going to stay New Utrecht ball. All right. First down. From a 48-yard line, it looks like. starting in New Dorp territory. Drops back. And he's going to be tackled for a loss right there. Looks like there was some confusion in the backfield. Time is not on their side. I think they need to keep that hurry up and not have Carmelo run to the sideline and kind of slow walk it back to the huddle if they're trying to come back in this game. Drops back to pass. Quick pass for a short gain. Pass was completed to number 4, Amir. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back, throws it across the middle of the field. And good catch right there on the ball slightly behind him by Wayne. Big time collision as both players are down. That's senior Wayne Huang down for New Utrecht. Again, my apologies for butchering names. He did a great job right there as the ball was slightly behind him, using his hands to bring that ball in. We see a lot of times where even in the NFL today, receivers will try to catch the ball with their body as opposed to their hands, and it gets them in trouble when they have those type of alligator arms. It's probably what ended Kelvin Benjamin's career. That and, eating more donuts than anything else. But the good thing for New Dorp right there was they moved the chains, Wayne's able to get up and walk off with the help of a coach, so you always love to see that. Gets applause from both sidelines. And we're back to fourth quarter action here from New Utrecht. I don't know, man. These New Utrecht players aren't moving quite with the sense of urgency you would think. But then again, actually, I think they stopped the time for the injury, so then it's okay. Inside handoff. Alcindor cuts back, and he drops the ball. And New Utrecht's able to fall on it. I think he was down by contact, but that actually helps because it fell forward for them. So it's going to be second and 4 from the 26-yard line. It looks 27-yard line, let's call it. Second and 6 from the 27. Drops back to pass. Looks across the middle of the field. Throws it up. And not sure who that was intended for, but no one. There were two receivers in the area, Amir and Max. Third down. Carmelo's been successful with that draw up the middle. Right now, you don't need to get in the end zone. You just need the first down to keep the drive alive. And big tackle coming up there from Carey Peterson. What's crazy there on that play, it's almost as if Peterson anticipated him bouncing it outside. If he would have ran up the gut, he would have got those 3 or 4 yards, and now it's 4th down. Fourth and 7 after that loss. New Dorp side making noise. Drops back to pass. And that's not going to do it. Incomplete, intended for Max Szymanski. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Now, if you are New Dorp here, you don't even have to pass the ball. You just have to keep running the ball and eating clock and keep it and sustain your drive. That's Ruiz in the backfield. Ruiz gets the handoff. And there's going to be a flag. That might come back. Looks like there's a hold on the outside. Yep, they're going to back him up. That was definitely a hold. This is going to be 2nd and 20. From the 22-yard line. Drops back to pass. Goes deep to Johnson. Underthrown. If he leads him, that might be another touchdown. Because Johnson had a couple steps on his defender, Timothy Ronald. Third and long, drops back, takes it up the middle, and he's swamped by a bunch of black jerseys, and maybe gets to the 25 for a couple of yards. Oh, and there's a flag there. Might be unsportsmanlike. We'll see. Something must have been said because the ref threw that flag mighty quick coming out of the huddle. The Utrecht coach is trying to figure out what was said or what did he do, because now it looks like it's going to be 3rd and maybe 5 instead of 3rd and 20 from the 36-yard line. Uh-oh. He has daylight in front of him. He runs down the sideline, cuts across the field, still on his feet, and he goes down. And that's a huge completion right there. From Rose to Anthony Fernandez, another big reception in this second half. And the ball was in the air for a minute as the defender tried to swat it down, and Fernandez kind of grabbed that out of the air, high-pointed the ball, and just took off for the races. Looks like it's 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Stops the throw back to Fernandez. And the New Dorp offense seems unstoppable tonight. Outside of that, those penalty miscues on the end zone on this side of the camera, they've pretty much, kind of moved the ball at will. It seems like there was a flag. They're backing up. Need binoculars for this field. So it's like 1st down and 25 maybe? So that play, that Fernandez reception is wiped off the board. Got to be an unsportsmanlike. Not sure what happened, but Rose takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Ruiz up the middle. He evades the tackler, almost cuts back outside and had daylight, but got tripped up. Substitutions on the defensive side of the ball. Rose backs up to the shotgun. Ruiz to his left. Takes the shotgun snap, hands it off up the middle. Ruiz cuts back outside, gets a good block, has blockers set up, and he waltzes into the end zone for another New Dorp touchdown. Lorenzo Ruiz with 30-plus yards scamper into the end zone. There is laundry on the field, so something happened trying to figure out if that touchdown stands or not. Okay, looks like they picked up the flag. And New Dorp is still going to attempt their 2-point conversion. Drops back, fakes the handoff and gets inside, and 2-point conversion is good. 38-12 as New Dorp is pouring it on late. Forgive the siren you hear in the background. Cops trying to get people to move after being double parked, it seems like. Well, we all know how parking is in Brooklyn. Uh, Kicking off from the 25, so it looks like there's a penalty assessed, and that's why New Dorp is kicking off from the 25-yard line. Line drive kick, bounces midfield. Szymanski gets it out. Solid return. Gets it out to about the 44-yard line of New Dorp. So we got 1st and 10 from the New Dorp 44 as New Utrecht tries to get in the end zone here once again. Oh, too much air under there on a pass intended for Wayne, and it allowed the defender to come in there and break it up. That was number 10, Marat Baratov on the PBU, the pass breakup. Takes the snap, inside handoff, and just runs over defenders. Again, I know you're down big, but just not enough sense of urgency for me from the New Utrecht offense. Takes a snap, hands it off again, dances in the backfield, gets about 4 yards right there. Going to be 2nd and 6. Alcindor a little slow get up. Alcindor comes off. It's number 10, Abdur Arshad, his replacement in the backfield. Drops back, looks to pass across the middle, and it's dropped by Wayne. Incomplete pass stops the clock as Alcindor kind of hobbles back on the field. Hands it off. Fights off a few tackles. And looks like it's going to be 4th and about 4. As Alcindor's down again. I think in a game like this, your star running back, you might want to just kind of have him sit the rest of this game out. You don't want to see players get hurt, so just next man up mentality. Trainers out to check him out. But as a former and current athlete myself, when you have that dog and you just want to be on the field no matter what. You don't care about a minor injury. You just want to go out there and perform and help your team win. But sometimes the truth of the matter is coaches have to save players from themselves, from high school all the way up to the pros. Also, also, we have four really good receivers, and we don't throw the ball. I don't understand it. And it looks like time has zeroed out on the clock. Teams are going to move to the 50 to shake hands as New Dorp moves to 2-3 on the season, and New Utrecht falls to 0-5 with a 38-12 victory for the Central Cougars. Thanks for watching. Want to apologize for any technical difficulties during the stream. Make sure you don't forget to tune into the podcast on Monday with Andre Johnson and Coach Mack at 7:15 p.m. And for the voice of Sage Media and the Sage Media Game of the Week, Greg Polius, we will see you next week.